Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Destruciton Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video, and today we are going to take on King's Lufenia Plus that just dropped here on DFFOO. Normally, like some of these I will either skip or like upload with not a lot of premise, but this Lufenia fight had enough tricks to it that I think people might be interested in like the strategy of how to beat it. It's pretty easy to figure out if you just run it a couple times, so we'll hop in. The team build I'm going to use is King, Edge, and Garnet, so we're going to hop in and I'll kind of talk about my choices and why I'm doing that as we go in. Friend unit, I'm not really too concerned here, so we'll just grab whatever, and we will just hop in like this. Okay, so this fight isn't too bad. It's just got two main things you have to prepare for. One is the orb. So the orb is oddly specific to King, where basically you have to recover more than one skill use. There are other characters that can do this. I think Ishtola is one that can do it, but any character, like some characters on their LDs will like recover skill uses. So basically, you just have to recover skill uses of more than one ability. Now, the way that this orb works is it only works if you're actually recovering the skill uses. So if your skill uses are full and you use the move that gives you skill uses, it actually won't take the orb, right? So with King here, I'm just going to go ahead and open up with the LD, because I want to get that going. Now, the other thing that this boss does is it's very aggressive and does a lot of HP attacks. So you have to either have HP mitigation, some sort of tank, or dodging. So I decided to take the dodging route, and that's why I'm bringing Edge. But someone like Zac, I think, would do just fine here. I think Layla would do really fine in this role. But I like using Edge here just because he's synergy, so he's going to do a little bit more damage and things like that, right? All right, so I've got the LD up here with King. And so what I want to do is I need to take the orb fast, because my other two characters won't take it at all. So I have to use double bullet at least once. So I'm going to do that. And then on King's next turn, I'm going to reload because it's going to take the orb up 20. But that's the one thing that you can struggle with, is the orb can like get you like right off the bat, right? And Garnet is kind of tricky because she's going to eat up 2 turns right away. So I'm going to be cutting it close here, but I think I'll be fine. So I'm just going to drop Aquamarine, and I'm going to drop the burst attack here just to get her best attacks out of the way. Once I have the orb under control, then I can kind of take my time more. Now, the other thing that the boss does is they do buff themselves quite a bit. So I think they're still kind of pushing Vincent BT here. So I did bring, you'll notice my calls, I brought a lot of debuff calls. So that way when the boss buffs, I can just throw a bunch of debuffs and kind of cancel those out. And with the calls I brought, I've got plenty. So you can see here on Edge, I've got Caius, he's pretty good, and then I brought Ferris, and I brought a Midotelian. They all just throw like a ton of debuffs on, right? With Edge, I like the shock right away. Actually, I probably, since the boss is getting a turn, probably should have put my dodging on first, but that's fine. I usually like the shock because it helps build the EX, but like between shock and his smoke, you're good. But now you can see the boss did a bunch of buffs, right? So what I could do is I can put a Midotelian on and just put a bunch of debuffs on there. Cancel them out. Ferris is really good because she'll actually like debuff, but that's fine. Then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to need to, well, I'm going to get a break here, right? So I can actually double bullet, and I'm going to get a free turn on the break. And then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and reload at that point, and then the orb's going to be fine. So we'll let that go off. Okay, and now that King's got the free turn. Now we can go ahead. Actually, what I'm going to do here is, because reload's going to unbreak, right? So I'm going to use the AA, and I'm going to steal another turn here. So I'm going to AA, and then I'm going to reload, which is going to tick the orb, and it's going to break, and King's going to get another free turn, and then I'm going to follow up with the EX. So you can see that ticked up the 19 now, so now we're good. So as long as you play it right, this fight's not too bad. And then we're going to go ahead and EX here. It's going to do really nice damage, especially with Garnet on the team. And this one does have a pretty tight turn count, which is another good reason to bring Edge, because you'll get a little off-turn damage there, right? I could use Ferris here to like get rid of those buffs, but I'm okay with it because I think I can probably just hit another threshold before I do that. He hits a really, okay, so here's the thing with this boss. Garnet, let's go ahead and just Aquamarine here. The boss hits a really nasty threshold at 49%, and the boss will like jump turns and take a bunch of turns. So this is why you need like the damage mitigation or the dodging. You need to make sure Edge's EX buff is up at that 49%. Otherwise, he'll like AoE just kill you. But as long as the whole party dodges out, you'll be good. So let's put smoke on now so that Edge will actually dodge. That was my bad. I should have done that in the very first turn. And then now through debuffing, we've gotten rid of all the buffs, which is good. Oh, you know what? I didn't use the AA yet with Garnet, so let's get that going. I should have done that before the burst attack, but like I was kind of pressing for the Orbit right away. Normally I would do that before the burst attack, because we did waste a turn of the burst buff there by doing that, but that's fine. Now King now, once again, super basic, so all my buffs are up, so now I'm just cranking on double bullet, basically. Taking my free turns when I get them. We've actually been pretty fortunate to have the bosses breakable when King comes up, because that's really good, because we get the free turns. And basically with King is I just try to burn out my double bullets, and then I basically reload when I need to take the orb, is really what I do with King, and then you hit the EX when it comes up. Pretty basic there, right? Now, Edge is really close, but we've got to get that EX attack up. I haven't LD'd yet, so let's just use the LD because I haven't done it. This all attack will do a little damage, but Edge will dodge it, so that's fine. Yeah, this will do a little bit of damage. Oh, we got 2 dodges, actually. We just got a lucky one from King there. And then start getting Edge's counters going, because turn count is a little bit of a thing with this one. It's not too bad, but it can be a thing. Since I need the heal, let's go ahead and use the LD here. Get a free heal off of this. And then that'll kind of rectify my mistakes here of not having Edge's dodge up right away. But you can see, this isn't so hard. It's not like DE9 hard, right? Like, you can make mistakes here and be fine. It's really just watching the threshold of the boss. I actually don't think I need to reload yet, so I'm going to double bullet again, and I'll reload on his next turn. I know I've got the EX up as well. Okay, and then with Edge, we're going to have Edge's EX, so this is good timing. So let's go ahead and EX. Now the whole team can dodge for 2 of Edge's turns. So now this next all attack will for sure miss and will be good. Yep. King, I think we'll reload, get the free turn, and then we'll EX, because that's going to take the orb up. Yep. And then we'll just EX off of that because we get really good damage. And then we'll just start cranking out the double bullets. You know, King does feel actually kind of good to play. It's just he's coming out so late, right? If King had come out like a month ago, like, people would be having fun with him for like a little bit, you know? But like, Shinryu's going to open up and he's going to be like, you know. He might be okay early on, because I think for Kane's FR, like, you can charge it with ranged attacks. So King might be decent for like the first couple. Let me see. Should I... Sure, I'll Holy Prayer here just to finish off my healing. We'll do that. And then I think my plan is, what I want to do is... we're good there. What I want to do with Garnet is I want to go to her burst phase and take the enemy below 49% when I know Edge has the Mirage up. So right now, Mirage is at 2. So Edge is good to take another turn here. I think I'm going to use Shock, because that charges the EX gauge a little bit better. So we want to get that EX gauge charged up. The other thing I have here, so see, that meteor attack would normally do decent damage, but we got the all dodge there. The nice thing is I've got Bahamut summon that I can break off at any time. And then that's just going to guarantee me EXs down the board. So I'll have Mirage coming out of that. So I think I might just keep going here, because now that I know that I have Bahamut, I'm just going to get this guy down to like almost 49%. And then if I naturally have Edge's EX up, then we're good. If I don't, I can go into Bahamut summon, and then during Bahamut summon, we can bring him below 49. But yeah, once this guy starts jumping turns, he'll take like a bunch of attacks in a row and just kill you. So you got to make sure your mitigation is ready. Okay, so at this point, Edge does not have Mirage up, but the Shock might get us there. Yep, so he's got EX, so I just got to make sure I don't put him below 49 before Edge gets a turn here. So sure, let's just Aquamarine. I think we'll be okay. I don't know, though. Between that follow-up and like a possible dodge attack, we might be pushing it here. Oh, and Immaculate Judgment. Okay, I might have to go into Bahamut Summon, because I don't want to risk putting him into 49 right now. Oh, Edge's actually, his smoke ran out. Jeez, okay, I gotta be careful here. We just took a shot there. Okay. Okay, I think because he's got the HP nullification, Orb is still fine. We're good with double bullet here, actually. Yeah, because he's got that big shield up. That's good. Okay. Now Edge is gonna EX. And then I've got to get that smoke redone, too. I kind of want to reload here. Yeah, so you can see my double bullets ran out. Oh, and actually, that's the LD buff I think that ran out. Here, let's get the LD back up. Yeah, I let the LD buff run out. See, playing pretty sloppy here, but we'll be fine. Alright, so now we're going to get Blitz Mirage up, so we got to get that going to give our party evasion up. Then I got to do smoke again. I let that smoke run out. Okay. Alright, and I think Garnet's going to take a heal here. So now I've got Mirage up. I would actually be pretty free to go into burst phase here. I could actually go into burst phase here. Sure, since I know I've got Mirage up, let's go into burst phase and go crazy, because we've already got Immaculate Judgment, and I want to refresh her burst buff. So sure, let's do that. Let's start with Eternal Darkness. And now we can just burst this guy way down. Like I said, he's going to jump turns, but we've got Mirage up, so we're good. We're going to dodge out on everything. Okay. And then we are going to Holy Prayer. Yeah, and we're on turn 22, so we're fine for... I think you get 55 turns in this, so we're good right now. We'll do Aquamarine. Take the follow-ups. He might buff, like, mid-burst phase here. No, he'll do all this stuff after, but he's going to jump turns. And so, like, the first time I did this, I didn't know what he was going to do, and I thought it was pretty easy. I got him to 49, and he just blasted me, so I'm like, all right. Then you need a, you know, like, Edge's AoE dodge is pretty ideal for this, but like I said, you could bring something like Zac, and Zac will just power you through. You might even be able to get by with, like, Warrior of Light or something, but you need some type of mitigation. I think Porum could actually be pretty good here. I think Porum could keep you pretty safe in this fight. But yeah, I think you just need to make sure you're getting the orb condition, and then you're handling that mitigation, right? Because he will, if you're not expecting it. Because I tried running a really offensive run with, like, I think I did, like, Garnet Prishan King, and I was beating him down pretty hard, but then I had no way to mitigate out that damage, and I just couldn't stop it. So, and I'm sure, yeah, but you see we're cutting an order here. I think Layla would be good, though, because Layla would dodge out, heal, bring the party up, and you just interrupt this. But here, this 3 turns in a row, he just kills you. But since we have the dodging out, now we're good. And then we're doing things like breaking him mid-combo or whatever, and we're interrupting his combo. But if you have no way to interrupt that, he will just flat out take you out. Okay, so I'm going to EX here for sure. Looks good. Let that roll through. Okay, and I still got my burst phase when I need it, right? But right now we're good. We're still dodging out. Yep, dodge out. And then Edge gets the build up and do some off turn, which is good. Garnet now has the burst attack up. I think we're good on all the debuffs and everything. Yeah, I think we'll just Aquamarine. That's kind of just my go-to on an extra turn. Okay, he will do at least 1 or 2 more times where he buffs himself, but I've got, yeah, this is going to dodge out, yep. Yeah, this boss is very aggressive, so once again, you need that, some defensive type characters in here to deal with that. Okay. Edge, let's go ahead and throw this on. Just give him some debuffs now that he, like, kind of refreshed here. We'll throw a Caius debuff on. Okay, and then I think we definitely need to smoke. Let's do that. We haven't done the AA. Let's put that on. Sure. Just to do a little bit of damage. And then, yeah, we got to get smoke going. There we go. Refresh that. It's been a hot minute since I've used that. So, yes, need to do that. Okay. One of the buffs the boss has is, like, a healing one, too. So, you got to be really careful. If you don't want to let the boss just sit there and heal a bunch, right? King's buffs, I think, are all good right now. Yeah, he's definitely good. So we can just double bullet here. I'll probably just go ahead and hop into Bahamut here. I mean, I could selfie if I wanted to and go really crazy here. I don't know. Should I maybe go selfie and just go crazy and start launching? I don't want to take Garnet off the field, though. I mean, I haven't used either of Garnet's yet, so sure, let's just do this and, like, get that buff off. And then we'll use Garnet's other call of Ferris, like, if the boss does it again. Okay, sure, let's just Aquamarine again. I guess I could pop the LD. I probably am close enough where I can just start going crazy with skill uses. Okay, so Edge now, we do not have Mirage up. We do not. He's got his own personal evasion. So I'll go into Summon here. We're close enough to the end. I think we're fine. And then now I can just spam EX like crazy. I just go crazy here. Mirage will definitely be up when we come out of this. Good there. Yep, and we'll just EX, like, King's EX does a decent amount of damage here, so spamming this is, like, very good damage. Yeah, about a mil damage there, right? So we'll take these mil shots for sure. Okay, and then Garnet. I mean, I'm not going to spam Holy Prayer, that's for sure. Let's get an LD, though. That sounds good to me. Yeah, we're only on turn 28, so I think turn count will be fine here, but that's basically the trick. You just got to make sure you're dodging out when he does that big spam. And now we've got the Blitz Mirage going, so we know, like, the boss is going to get a turn right out of summon. He can jump turns all he wants. We've got our Mirage on, so we're good. King's going to EX again, because we can. Actually, I probably, yeah, we're fine. The orb's only at 11, so we'll reload for the orb maybe on King's next turn, but we're pretty good right now. We got a free launch here. We'll take that. Okay. Honestly, with Garnet, I could, like, LD again, but I might hold on to it in case I need to heal, like, right at the end, right? Sure, let's Peridot. I haven't done that very much. I usually like staying in my Aquamarine stance for more Brave gain, but it's fine. Yeah, he's going to cut now. That's fine. Go ahead and cut. You can go ahead and whiff. Big whiff. Big counter. Yeah, look, he was going to have 4 turns in a row right there. Like, he's nasty. Like, you have to be prepped for it. And I like this dodging out method a lot. I think Layla or Edge are pretty good for that here. Now we'll go back to Aquamarine. That's fine. And we can dodge out again. And we'll take that free little poison damage that we got from Caius there. Yep, nothing. And we got the break. That's from Caius also. The free breaks. Caius actually, like, in party could be pretty decent here because of that, like, break interruption that he has on his traps. Or on his debuff, I should say. Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll reload. We're pretty low here, so yeah, let's go ahead and reload. That'll give us a free turn also. And then I probably do to just refresh the LD, so I might just pop that LD button anyways. What I'm going to do here is let's steal some turns again. So let's go ahead and AA. And then I'll go on LD off of that and take another free turn. Like, you can pop off some shenanigans with King, right? I don't know, we're late enough, right? 13%. Should we just do it again? Let's do it again. I mean, now we're at the point where I can just spam, right? So sure, let's pop it again. Sure, let's LD again. Take another free turn. Then we'll start double bulleting here. Just push the enemy back and not give them turns, right? Actually, I can EX off of that. Yep. Edge. Oh, and we got Blitz Mirage again. So what's Mirage at? Mirage is at 2, so I'm actually going to hold that. And maybe I'll just... Actually, I haven't LD'd in a while. Let's LD with Edge. Do some big damage here. And then on the next turn, I can Blitz Mirage. I don't think the boss is going to get another turn. Yeah, I don't think he is, actually, to be honest. We're near the end here, so now let's just pop LDs and go crazy. I could bring that selfie call in and, like, launch him out, too, but I think we're fine. I don't think we really have to mess with anything here. We can just leave selfie out of it. Yep, just about got this one wrapped up. Okay, Edge, we're definitely... Well, you know what? We're late enough. Let's just take some chip damage with the call. Might as well. Okay, and let's take some chip damage with the AA. And then we'll go ahead and Mirage. Make sure party evasion's up. Push him back a little bit. King, we could probably reload an instant break and take free turn. Oh, well, I mean, I could just to take it, right? We wouldn't actually be reloading. But yeah, let's do it. Let's reload to get the unbreak. We're not actually going to tick the orb with this, but that's fine. Oh, actually, it did still tick the orb. Okay, maybe I was wrong on that. I thought you actually had to recover the skill uses. Okay, that's fine. Perfect. That should finish it off. Yep, there you go. So there's King's Lufenia Plus. Pretty decimated. It's not that hard of a fight. You just have to deal with that turn jumping stuff and then be able to tick the orb. Like I said, I think Ishtola is one you could run if you don't want to bring King here. Or any of these characters that recover skill uses. So anyways, guys, there you go. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.